Lions, often called the kings of the jungle, engage in fierce battles for dominance, and their fights for power are both fascinating and brutal. When a new male lion approaches a pride, he often challenges the resident male or males, and this usually leads to a violent fight. These battles can be intense, as the newcomers attempt to take over the pride, and the resident males fight to defend their territory and their position. The fighting styles of lions differ. While some rely on brute strength, others may use strategy, ambushing their opponents or targeting their vulnerabilities. A crucial aspect of these confrontations involves the roars of lions, which not only serve as a way to intimidate rivals but also to communicate their presence to other lions in the area, signaling their strength and readiness for a fight. Hierarchy plays a significant role in lion behavior, as the dominant male has the first choice of food and mates, which drives the competitive nature of these battles. When a new male succeeds in taking over a pride, he may kill the existing cubs, ensuring that the females will be ready to mate with him, thus securing his genetic legacy. This brutal act, known as infanticide, is a natural part of the lion's struggle for power. Female lions also engage in their own battles, albeit less frequently than males, usually to establish their rank within the pride or to defend their cubs from potential threats. Cooperation among female lions is common, as they often work together in hunting and caring for their young, but competition can arise, especially when resources are scarce or when new females join the pride. The social structure of lions is fascinating. They live in prides, which are family groups that can consist of several related females, their young, and a coalition of males. This social system provides both protection and support, as the females hunt together, sharing the responsibility of bringing down prey. When a pride faces threats from rival males or other predators, the lions display coordinated behavior, working together to defend their territory. Interestingly, the dynamics within a pride can shift as males age and younger males challenge them, leading to ongoing conflicts over leadership. The fights for power can also involve alliances, as male lions may form coalitions with other males to increase their chances of successfully taking over a pride. The physical attributes of lions contribute to their fighting abilities, with their powerful bodies and strong jaws designed for combat. Their mane, which varies in color and size, plays a role in intimidation. Within a lion pride, social structures play a crucial role in shaping the dynamics of power and interactions among its members. Typically, a lion pride consists of several related lionesses, their cubs, and a small number of adult males, often one or two dominant males who lead the group. The lionesses, who usually stay in the pride for life, form the backbone of the pride. They are not only related, but they also have strong bonds with one another, which helps them work together when hunting and raising cubs. This cooperative behavior is essential, as it increases their chances of survival, especially when hunting larger prey, such as wildebeests or zebras. The male lions, on the other hand, have a different role in the pride's social structure. Typically, there is a dominant male or a coalition of males that controls the pride. These males protect the pride from other males who may try to take over. When a new male or coalition of males enters a territory, they may challenge the resident male for dominance. This can lead to fierce battles, and if the newcomers succeed, they often kill the existing cubs to bring the females into estrus more quickly, ensuring that their own genes are passed on. The dynamics of this male competition are not just about physical strength. They also involve strategic alliances, as males may form coalitions with brothers or cousins to increase their chances of success. In terms of hierarchy, lionesses generally have a more stable social structure compared to males. Within the group of lionesses, there can be a dominance hierarchy, where older, more experienced females often lead in hunts and make decisions about where to go. Younger lionesses may defer to their elders, especially when it comes to feeding order after a successful hunt. This helps maintain harmony within the pride, as conflicts can arise if resources are scarce, and the established social order helps minimize disputes. Communication plays an important role in maintaining the social structure of a pride. Lions use vocalizations, body language, and scent marking to convey information about their status health, and intentions. Roars can communicate presence and strength, while grooming behaviors strengthen bonds among lionesses. The social interactions are complex, with playful behaviors among cubs reinforcing relationships, while more serious interactions, like confrontations, establish boundaries and hierarchies. Moreover, the pride's social structure can be influenced by environmental factors. In areas where prey is abundant, pride sizes may increase, leading to a more complex social dynamic. The presence of a dominant male lion in a pride plays a crucial role in shaping the behavior of other males, creating a complex social structure that is fascinating to observe. Typically, the dominant male, often referred to as the alpha male, establishes his status through displays of strength, intimidation, and sometimes outright aggression. This dominance can lead to various behaviors among subordinate males, who may either accept their lower rank or challenge the alpha for control. Acceptance often means that these younger males will remain in the pride, learning from the dominant male, observing his hunting techniques, and understanding the dynamics of pride life. They may also help protect the pride, especially when it comes to safeguarding the cubs from threats, including rival males who might attempt to take over the pride. In contrast, when subordinate males feel particularly strong or confident, they might engage in displays of aggression, testing the alpha's authority, which can lead to fights. These confrontations can be risky, as losing a battle against the alpha can result in expulsion from the pride, making it difficult for a male to find another pride or establish his own. Interestingly, the presence of a dominant male can also affect the reproductive success of the pride. The alpha male typically mates with the females, ensuring that his genes are passed on, while subordinate males may be forced to wait or even leave to seek their own opportunities elsewhere. Moreover, the presence of a dominant male lion can create a sense of stability within the pride, as the females often rely on him for protection from external threats, such as other predators or rival lion prides. This stability allows the pride to thrive, as they can spend more time hunting and raising cubs, rather than being constantly on guard. However, if the dominant male becomes too old or weak, it may lead to challenges from younger males, resulting in a fierce power struggle that can disrupt the harmony of the pride. During these shifts, you might observe changes in group dynamics, as younger males may band together to oust the current alpha, and this process can be brutal, with several males competing for dominance. Additionally, the behavior of females in the pride can also change in response to the dominant male's presence. They may become more protective of their cubs when a new male arrives, especially if the previous alpha has been replaced, as new males might kill existing cubs to bring the females back into estrus, ensuring that their own genes are the ones that carry on. This creates a tense environment, as the females, in the intricate social structure of a lion pride, female lions known as lionesses play a crucial role in the dynamics of power and survival. Unlike many other animal species, where males often dominate, female lions are the backbone of the pride, contributing significantly to its stability and strength. Lionesses are responsible for hunting and providing food for the entire group, which not only sustains the pride, but also reinforces their social bonds. They work together in coordinated hunting efforts, displaying remarkable teamwork and strategy, which allows them to take down prey much larger than themselves. This collaborative hunting not only ensures that the pride stays fed, but also strengthens the social ties among the females, fostering a sense of unity and cooperation. When it comes to power struggles within the pride, female lions can be quite influential. Although male lions are often seen as the leaders, it is the females who maintain the day-to-day operations and welfare of the pride. Lionesses often form strong maternal bonds, especially when they are raising cubs, and these relationships can influence the dynamics within the pride. For example, a lioness with a strong connection to other females may have more say in decisions about hunting grounds or even when to move the pride to a new territory. Additionally, when a new male takes over a pride, it is the females who determine how smoothly that transition goes. If the new male is accepted, the females will typically cooperate with him, but if he poses a threat, they may resist, showcasing their power and influence. Female lions can also be involved in defending the pride against intruders, working together to protect their young and their territory. Their collective strength often allows them to fend off rival males or other predators, which is critical for the survival of their cubs. In a dynamic environment, where competition for resources is fierce, lionesses must navigate these power struggles carefully. They are not just passive participants, but active players, influencing the pride's hierarchy and decisions. The social intelligence of lionesses is remarkable, as they communicate through vocalizations, body language, and even subtle gestures to coordinate their actions and maintain harmony within the group. Their role extends beyond mere survival. It shapes the very fabric of the pride's culture. Lionesses often engage in grooming and social interactions that reinforce relationships and establish social hierarchies. This social cohesion is vital for the pride's success, as it ensures that all members, including the young cubs, are cared for and protected. In times of distress, such young male lions, often called subadults, engage in a series of behaviors and strategies to prepare for potential fights for dominance, which are crucial for their survival and future breeding opportunities. As they reach maturity, typically around 2 to 3 years of age, these young males start to understand the importance of establishing their place within the pride and the broader social hierarchy of the savanna. One of the key preparation methods is through play fighting, which allows them to develop their physical strength, agility, and combat skills in a safe environment, often with their siblings or peers. These playful encounters teach them how to gauge their opponent's strengths and weaknesses, while also sharpening their reflexes and reactions. In addition to physical play, young males also observe older, dominant males in their pride. They watch how these experienced lions interact with each other, how they assert their authority, and how they defend their territory. This observational learning is crucial, as it helps the young males understand the subtle social cues and body language that signify dominance or submission. As they grow, they often engage in mock displays of strength, such as roaring or stalking, to test their own capabilities and to assert their presence, not only to their peers, but also to potential rivals. Moreover, young male lions often form coalitions with other males, which can significantly increase their chances of success in fights for dominance. These bonds provide them with allies, which is particularly important when challenging a strong, established male lion. By working together, they can strategize and execute coordinated attacks, overwhelming their opponents through sheer numbers. This coalition building is a critical aspect of their preparation, as it not only increases their fighting potential, but also fosters social bonds that can last a lifetime. Territorial understanding is another crucial element of their preparation. Young males begin to learn about the boundaries of their pride's territory, recognizing the areas they need to defend from intruders. They engage in scent marking, using their urine to claim their space and communicate with other lions about their presence. This behavior not only helps them establish their own territory, but also prepares them for the reality of confrontations with rival males who may challenge their claims. As they approach adulthood, the young males also develop a keen sense of timing, learning when to confront a rival and when to avoid confrontation. They become adept at reading the social dynamics within the pride and understand that not every encounter needs to end in a fight. Sometimes, showing strength through non-aggressive behaviors, such as walking confidently. Territorial disputes among lion prides are fascinating, complex interactions that reveal much about their social structures and behaviors. Lions, as social animals, form prides, which are typically made up of related females, their offspring, and a few dominant males. These prides establish territories that are essential for their survival, as they provide access to vital resources like food and water, as well as safe spaces for raising young cubs. The boundaries of these territories are often marked by scent markings, vocalizations, and physical displays of strength, signaling to other prides that this area is occupied. When a neighboring pride encroaches upon another's territory, it can lead to confrontations that manifest in various ways. One common form of territorial dispute is through aggressive encounters, where males from different prides may engage in fierce battles to assert dominance and protect their territory. These fights can be quite intense, involving roaring, growling, and physical confrontations, which can sometimes lead to serious injuries or even death. Females, while generally not as involved in direct confrontations, play a crucial role in the defense of the territory, as they will often join the males in vocal displays to intimidate intruders or help chase them away. Additionally, the dynamics of these disputes can shift depending on the pride's size and strength, as larger prides may feel more confident to confront intruders, while smaller prides might use stealth or avoidance to minimize conflict. Moreover, territorial disputes can also manifest through less aggressive means, such as vocalizations. Lions are known for their powerful roars, which can be heard for miles. These roars serve not only as a means of communication among pride members, but also as a warning to rival prides. By vocalizing their presence, lions can assert their claim over an area without the need for physical confrontation, which helps to prevent unnecessary injuries and conserve energy. Interestingly, the timing of these vocal displays is strategic. They are often more frequent during the night, when the sounds travel further, allowing prides to establish their dominance without needing to constantly patrol their borders. Another aspect of territorial disputes is the role of female lions. While males are often seen as the primary defenders of territory, female lions are equally important, especially in their role of raising cubs. When a pride's territory is threatened, females may engage in defensive behaviors, such as gathering their young and moving them to safer areas, while also providing support to the males during confrontations. The bond among pride members is crucial, as cohesive groups are more effective when it comes to the world of lions, particularly the behaviors of male lions when challenging an alpha male. There are several interesting dynamics at play. Male lions, known for their majestic manes and powerful presence, often engage in a variety of behaviors that signal their intent to challenge or take over a pride. One of the first behaviors you might notice is the display of physical strength, which includes walking with a noticeable swagger, puffing out their chests, and often making their manes appear larger and more intimidating. This visual display is crucial, as it serves to assert dominance and establish a presence that can deter rivals without the need for direct confrontation. In addition to physical posturing, vocalizations play a significant role in these challenges. Male lions will often roar, a deep, resonating sound that can be heard over long distances, signaling their strength and presence to both rival males and members of their pride. This roaring not only asserts their dominance, but also serves as a way to communicate their intentions to other lions, marking their territory and warning challengers to stay away. When a male lion decides to challenge an alpha, he may also engage in behaviors that demonstrate his agility and readiness for a fight. This can include mock charges, where the challenger runs towards the alpha with the intention of intimidating him, but then stops short, testing the alpha's response. This behavior is strategic, allowing the challenger to gauge the alpha's strength and willingness to fight without committing to a full confrontation right away. If the tension escalates, the two males may engage in a display of aggression that includes growling, biting, and wrestling. These confrontations can be fierce and, at times, result in injury. However, it is also important to note that not all challenges lead to physical fights. Sometimes, a show of strength or a well-timed roar can be enough to back down a rival without any bloodshed. Another fascinating aspect of male lion behavior during these challenges is the role of coalition partners. Often, younger males will form alliances with one another, working together to challenge an alpha male. This coalition can increase their chances of success, as they present a greater threat when they approach as a group rather than individually. The solidarity among coalition members can lead to complex social dynamics, where the strength of their bond can directly influence the outcome of their challenges. When an alpha male is challenged, he does not simply give up his position easily. He will defend his pride vigorously, displaying his authority. Lions, being social animals that live in groups called prides, have developed a complex system of vocalizations that serve various purposes, including asserting dominance and intimidating rivals. When a lion roars, it is not just a random sound, it's a powerful declaration of presence. The roar can travel up to 5 miles, cutting through the sounds of the savanna, and it serves as a clear warning to other lions and potential intruders that the territory is claimed and protected. This deep, resonant sound is a way for lions to communicate their strength and size, effectively letting others know that they are not to be trifled with. In addition to roaring, lions use a variety of other vocalizations to express their emotions and intentions. For example, growls and snarls can convey aggression or annoyance, particularly during encounters with rivals or during disputes over food. These sounds serve to establish dominance in social hierarchies within the pride, as they can indicate which lion holds the higher rank. When a lion growls, it can send a clear message to those around, asserting its position and discouraging challenges from others. Moreover, lions also engage in a form of vocal communication known as contact calls, which are softer sounds that help maintain social bonds within the pride. However, when it comes to encounters with rival prides, these softer sounds are replaced with more aggressive vocalizations. As the stakes are higher, the vocalizations become tools for intimidation, making it clear that any intruders should think twice before approaching. Interestingly, the vocalizations of a lion can vary depending on the situation. For example, a lion may use a different tone when calling its cubs compared to when it is warning off a rival. This ability to modify their sounds adds a layer of complexity to their communication, allowing them to navigate social interactions more effectively. In the wild, vocalizations are not the only means of asserting dominance. Body language and physical presence also play crucial roles. However, the sounds a lion makes can often be the first indication of its intentions, allowing for a form of communication that precedes any physical confrontation. Through these vocalizations, lions maintain their social structure, defend their territories, and ensure the survival of their pride. The interplay of sound and behavior in lions exemplifies the intricate ways animals interact with one another in their natural environment, revealing the depth of their social lives and the importance of communication in the animal kingdom. When we think about lions, those majestic creatures roaming the savanna, it's easy to be captivated by their beauty, but their physical attributes play a crucial role in their fighting capabilities during power struggles, which are often fierce and intense. One of the most notable features is their impressive musculature. Lions possess strong, well-defined muscles, particularly in their forelimbs and shoulders, which provide them with the strength needed to tackle and overpower opponents. These muscles allow lions to deliver powerful swipes with their paws, capable of inflicting serious damage, and this strength is essential, especially when competing for territory or mates. Another important attribute is their size. Male lions are significantly larger than females, with adult males often weighing between 330 and 550 pounds, while females usually weigh between 260 and 400 pounds. This size difference gives male lions an advantage in power struggles, as their heft allows them to dominate smaller opponents, but it also means they must be more cautious, as their larger body requires more energy to move and can be a disadvantage in agility. The lion's mane is also a critical factor in their fighting capabilities. The mane serves multiple purposes, one of which is to protect the neck during fights. A thick, dark mane can signal the lion's health and strength to potential rivals and mates, making it a key factor in establishing dominance. The mane absorbs some of the impact during physical confrontations, providing a cushion that helps protect vital areas from injury, and it also makes lions look larger and more intimidating to other males, which can sometimes help avoid conflict altogether. In addition to their physical size and strength, lions have sharp retractable claws, which can be extended during fights to help grip opponents and deliver more effective blows. Their claws are essential tools in combat, allowing them to scratch and inflict wounds on rivals, and these claws can retract when not in use, which helps keep them sharp and ready for action. Furthermore, lions have powerful jaws with large canine teeth that can reach up to 4 inches in length. These teeth are designed for gripping and tearing flesh, making them incredibly effective during fights, whether for asserting dominance over other males or taking down prey. The bite force of a lion is astounding, often exceeding 600 pounds per square inch, which is one of the strongest bites in the animal kingdom. This strength allows them to hold onto their prey tightly or defend themselves effectively against threats. Moreover, their keen senses, especially their acute eyesight and hearing, the age and experience of a lion play significant roles in its chances of winning a fight for power, particularly when it comes to establishing dominance within a pride or competing for territory. Younger lions, while often stronger and more agile, usually lack the experience that older lions have gained over the years. Experienced lions know how to use their strength effectively, as well as their knowledge of fighting techniques, which they have honed through numerous encounters. Age often brings wisdom, allowing older lions to anticipate the movements of their opponents, predicting their strategies and countering them more effectively than a younger challenger might. Moreover, older lions tend to have established reputations, which can be intimidating to younger rivals, sometimes even leading to a psychological advantage before any physical confrontation occurs. They have also had the chance to learn from previous battles, understanding when to engage in a fight and when to back down, which can preserve their strength for more critical moments. Additionally, older lions may have larger and more powerful bodies, as they have had years to develop their muscles and overall size, giving them an edge in physical confrontation. However, age can also bring vulnerabilities, such as reduced stamina and slower reflexes, which can be exploited by younger, faster lions. This dynamic creates a fascinating balance in lion society, where the interplay of youth versus experience can determine the outcome of power struggles. It's important to note that social dynamics within lion prides also influence these fights. A younger lion might have the support of coalitions with its peers, allowing it to challenge an older lion more effectively. Ultimately, the combination of age and experience shapes not just the physical capabilities of a lion, but also its strategic approach to power struggles within its environment, making each encounter a unique blend of strength, skill, and social influence. Male lions, known for their majestic manes and commanding presence, often engage in strategic social behaviors to form coalitions, which significantly enhance their fighting power and overall success in their natural habitats. These coalitions, typically consisting of 2 or more males, are not merely formed by chance. Rather, they arise from a combination of social interactions, shared interests, and the advantages of cooperative defense and breeding. One of the primary strategies involves establishing bonds through friendly interactions, such as grooming, which helps to strengthen social ties. This grooming is not just a display of camaraderie, but it also serves to reinforce alliances, ensuring that the males are united when facing potential threats from rival males or when competing for territory. In addition to grooming, vocalizations play a critical role in coalition formation among male lions. By using roars and other vocal signals, lions can communicate their presence and intentions to others in the area. This vocal communication helps to foster recognition among potential allies, signaling that they are interested in forming a partnership. Moreover, male lions often seek out younger or less dominant males to join their coalition, as these individuals may benefit from the protection and support of older, more experienced lions. This mutual benefit encourages younger males to align themselves with stronger partners, creating a network that enhances their chances of survival and reproductive success. Territorial defense is another key aspect of lion coalitions. When a group of males collaborates, they can defend a larger territory against intruders, which not only secures resources such as food and water, but also provides access to a larger pool of females for mating opportunities. The shared responsibility of defending territory increases the overall success rate against rival coalitions, as they can coordinate their efforts more effectively. In some cases, male lions may also engage in strategic alliances with females, as these relationships can provide additional support in raising cubs, which ensures the continuation of their genes. Interestingly, the dynamics within these coalitions can change over time. Males may form temporary alliances that are based on immediate needs, such as the desire to take over a pride or defend against a rival group. Once the goal is achieved, these alliances can dissolve, leading to the formation of new coalitions as individuals reassess their social ties and alliances based on shifting circumstances. This flexibility allows male lions to adapt to their environments and maintain their status within the pride or region. Overall, the strategies employed by male lions to form coalitions involve a blend of social bonding, communication, and strategic alliances, all aimed. Environmental factors play a crucial role in shaping the power dynamics among lion prides, influencing everything from territory size to hunting success. For instance, the availability of water sources can greatly affect pride behavior. In regions where water is scarce, prides may have to travel further to find drinking spots, which can lead to increased competition among neighboring prides. This competition, driven by the need to secure vital resources, often results in aggressive encounters, as male lions defend their territory against intruders, and pride members work together to protect their young from rival groups. Additionally, the presence of prey species in an area can also shift the balance of power between prides. When prey is plentiful, prides may expand their territories, resulting in a more stable social structure, as lions can afford to share resources without engaging in constant conflict. Conversely, during droughts or when prey becomes scarce, stress levels rise, leading to more intense competition for food, which can cause weaker prides to lose their territory or even break apart altogether. The physical environment, such as the type of habitat, can also influence pride dynamics. In open savannas, lions can easily spot intruders, which may lead to more aggressive territorial behavior, while in dense bush, encounters might be less frequent, allowing for a more relaxed atmosphere among prides. However, this can also mean that prides in more protected areas may become more entrenched and aggressive, as they can hide and ambush rivals. Moreover, environmental changes due to climate can have long-term effects on lion populations. As habitats change, some prides may adapt better than others, leading to shifts in dominance. For example, if a pride is accustomed to hunting a specific type of prey that becomes less available due to habitat degradation, they may struggle to survive, allowing other prides that are more adaptable to take over their territory. Social structures within prides can also be influenced by the environment. In regions with abundant resources, females may stay with their pride longer, increasing their social bonds and cooperative hunting strategies, while in harsher environments, survival often necessitates more fluid structures, where females may leave to join other prides or form new ones. Thus, environmental factors are not just background elements. They are active players in the complex social game among lion prides, creating a dynamic that is ever-changing, reflecting the challenges and opportunities presented by the natural world. In the intricate world of animal behavior, food availability plays a crucial role in influencing fights for dominance, as many species rely on resources for survival, reproduction, and overall fitness. When food is abundant, animals may become less aggressive, as they have sufficient resources to meet their needs, which reduces competition among individuals. However, when food becomes scarce, the dynamics change dramatically. In a competitive environment, animals may engage in more frequent and intense confrontations, as they struggle for limited resources. This can be observed in various species, from wolves to birds, where the availability of food directly affects their social structures and hierarchies. For instance, in a pack of wolves, a strong leader may establish dominance, ensuring that they have first access to food, which can lead to conflicts with lower-ranking members, especially during harsh winters when hunting becomes more challenging and food sources dwindle. In many bird species, such as the European starling, food availability can determine the size of flocks and the behavior of individuals within those flocks. When food is plentiful, starlings may form larger groups, which can provide safety in numbers, reducing the likelihood of fights. However, during periods of food scarcity, competition intensifies, leading to aggressive behaviors as birds vie for the limited resources available. This can result in established pecking orders, where dominant individuals claim access to the best feeding spots, while subordinates are forced to find less favorable options. Moreover, in the animal kingdom, territory often plays a significant role in food availability and dominance disputes. Many species defend territories that provide them with adequate food supplies. For example, a male songbird may sing loudly and display brightly colored feathers to attract mates while also signaling to rivals that the area is occupied. If food resources within that territory are plentiful, the defending male is more likely to be successful in warding off intruders. Conversely, if the territory is low in food, the defending male may become more vulnerable to challenges from other males, leading to increased aggression and potential fights for dominance. Additionally, in social species, like primates, food availability can greatly influence group dynamics. In chimpanzee communities, for instance, the alpha male often has priority access to food, which can reinforce his dominant status. During times of food abundance, the social hierarchy may be less contested, but when food is scarce, competition can spark aggressive encounters among males striving to assert their dominance. This behavior not only affects individual relationships, but can also impact the overall. Conflicts between neighboring prides of lions can escalate into major battles through a variety of factors, which often stem from competition for territory, resources, and mating rights. When two prides occupy overlapping territories, tensions can rise, especially when food sources are scarce or when one pride tries to encroach on the other's hunting grounds. The initial signs of conflict might begin with vocalizations, such as roars, which serve as warnings to the rival pride, signaling that they need to retreat. If these warnings are ignored, the situation can quickly escalate, as both prides may gather their members, rallying to defend their territory. The size and strength of each pride become critical at this point, as larger prides may feel emboldened to confront their neighbors, while smaller prides might adopt more cautious strategies, attempting to avoid direct confrontation. Additionally, the presence of females in heat can intensify these conflicts, as males from different prides might engage in fierce battles to win mating rights. The competition for breeding opportunities can lead to aggressive encounters, where males may clash in displays of strength, often resulting in injuries or even fatalities. In some cases, a pride may even attempt to take over another pride's territory entirely, a move that can lead to all-out war, as the current pride fights to defend its home. This struggle for dominance is not just about survival, but also about ensuring the continuation of their genetic line, which adds another layer of urgency to these conflicts. Environmental factors, such as droughts or changes in prey availability, can also play a significant role in escalating these battles. When resources become limited, neighboring prides may be forced into closer proximity, increasing the likelihood of confrontations over dwindling food supplies. As tensions rise, the dynamics within each pride can change, with individuals becoming more aggressive and more willing to engage in battles, even if it means risking injury or death. Moreover, the social structure of a pride can influence how they handle conflicts. Prides with strong leadership and cohesive social bonds may be more effective at coordinating their defenses and launching counterattacks, while those with internal strife may find themselves at a disadvantage. The presence of cubs can also have a significant impact. Mothers may become fiercely protective and aggressive if they perceive a threat from a neighboring pride, which can further escalate the situation. In essence, conflicts between neighboring prides can escalate into major battles through a complex interplay of territorial disputes, competition for mates, environmental pressures, and social dynamics. Each encounter shapes the relationships between prides, influencing. Injuries from fights can significantly impact a lion's future ability to compete for power, as these injuries often lead to a variety of challenges that affect both their physical capabilities and their social standing within a pride. When a lion engages in a fierce battle, it can sustain wounds that vary in severity, from minor cuts and scrapes to more serious injuries, such as broken bones or deep lacerations. These physical injuries can limit a lion's mobility, making it more difficult to hunt effectively, and without proper nourishment, a lion's strength and stamina can decline, further hindering its ability to defend its territory or assert dominance over rivals. Moreover, injuries can also lead to long-term health issues, such as infections or chronic pain, which can diminish a lion's hunting skills and overall vigor. As lions are social animals, their status within a pride is crucial. A lion that appears weak or injured may find itself at a disadvantage when it comes to mating opportunities or leadership roles. Other lions, sensing weakness, might challenge an injured lion for control, as the competition for resources, such as food and mates, is fierce in the wild. Additionally, a lion's ability to recover from injuries can depend on various factors, including age, overall health, and access to food. Younger lions may bounce back more quickly from injuries due to their resilience, while older lions may struggle to regain their former strength. This dynamic can shift the balance of power within a pride, as healthier lions may take advantage of injured ones to establish dominance. In some cases, injuries may also lead to a lion being ousted from its pride, leaving it vulnerable to solitary life, where survival becomes even more challenging. The social structure of lion prides adds another layer to this situation, as alliances and hierarchies are often built upon strength and ability. An injured lion may find it difficult to maintain its place in the social order, leading to isolation or increased aggression from healthier pride members. This can create a cycle where the injured lion becomes increasingly marginalized, unable to compete effectively for food or mates, and thus further diminishing its ability to recover. In conclusion, injuries from fights can have lasting effects on a lion's physical health, social standing, and ability to compete for power, as the consequences of these battles ripple through their lives, influencing not only their immediate survival but also their long-term reproductive success and role within the pride. When two male lions encounter each other, the stage is set for a dramatic display of power and dominance, as these magnificent creatures are known for their fierce battles over territory and mating rights. The first stage often begins with a show of strength, where the lions may engage in vocalizations, such as deep roars, which are meant to establish their presence and intimidate one another. This roaring can carry for miles, allowing each lion to announce his strength and to warn the other that he is not to be trifled with. As the tension builds, both lions may engage in posturing, which involves puffing up their manes, arching their backs, and exhibiting aggressive body language, such as staring intensely at one another and swaying their heads from side to side. This behavior serves to assess each other's size, strength, and readiness to fight, as they gauge whether it is more advantageous to back down or engage in combat. If neither lion backs down, the confrontation escalates, leading to the next stage. The third stage usually involves a physical confrontation, where the lions may begin to circle each other, looking for an opportunity to strike while remaining alert to their opponent's movements. They might swat at each other with their powerful paws, making use of their sharp claws and trying to land blows that can inflict serious damage. At this point, the fight is not just about strength, but also about strategy, as each lion tries to outmaneuver the other. As the fight continues, the fourth stage can often see an increase in aggression, where the lions may engage in biting, grappling, and wrestling. They will use their powerful jaws, sharp teeth, and muscular bodies to grapple for control, each trying to gain the upper hand. This stage can be quite chaotic, with growls, snarls, and the sounds of their bodies colliding echoing through the savanna. Injuries can occur, and both lions must be cautious, as a serious wound could hinder their ability to hunt or defend their territory in the future. Finally, the outcome of the fight will determine the victor and the vanquished, leading to a conclusion that can either solidify dominance for one lion or result in a retreat for the other. The victor may claim the territory or rights to mate, while the loser, if seriously injured, may need to retreat to avoid further confrontation. The aftermath of such encounters can also affect the dynamics. Lions, as social animals, have developed a complex system of body language to communicate their intentions, especially during confrontations, which can be critical for their survival. When two lions face off, their body language speaks volumes about their feelings and intentions. For instance, a lion that stands tall, with its head held high and ears perked forward, is often displaying confidence and readiness to defend its territory or assert dominance. This posture can be intimidating to rivals, signaling that the lion is prepared for a potential fight or is unafraid of a challenge. Conversely, a lion that lowers its body, crouches, or tucks its tail may be showing submission or fear, indicating that it might back down if the confrontation escalates. Additionally, the position of a lion's tail can reveal a lot about its emotional state. A tail flicking back and forth might indicate agitation or excitement, while a tail held low can suggest submission. Lions also use their eyes to communicate. A direct stare can be a challenge, while looking away or closing the eyes can signal a desire to avoid confrontation or a sign of submission. The use of growls, roars, and even silence adds another layer to their communication. But body language is often the first indicator of intentions, especially in tense situations. In group dynamics, when a pride is confronted by outsiders, the body language of the dominant females and males plays a crucial role in establishing order and protecting their territory. A lioness, for example, may puff up her chest and show her teeth, while simultaneously making direct eye contact with an intruder, effectively communicating her intention to defend her cubs. The subtle shifts in posture, the way they orient their bodies, and the spacing between them can all convey messages about their readiness to engage or retreat. This non-verbal communication is essential for avoiding unnecessary fights, as lions often prefer to resolve differences without physical confrontation when possible. Understanding these signals can give observers a fascinating glimpse into the social structure and behavioral strategies of these magnificent creatures. Lions, often seen as the kings of the jungle, exhibit complex behaviors influenced by a variety of psychological factors when it comes to their willingness to engage in a fight. One primary factor is social hierarchy, as lions live in prides, where each member has a specific role and status. The dominant male, for instance, may feel a strong psychological drive to defend his territory and position, especially when faced with rival males who may pose a threat to his leadership and the safety of his pride. This need for dominance can be deeply ingrained, as it not only affects his access to mates, but also ensures the survival of his offspring, creating an instinctual motivation for confrontation. Additionally, lions are highly social animals, and their interactions within the pride can influence their individual willingness to fight. For example, a lion may be more inclined to confront an intruder if he is supported by other pride members, as the strength of numbers can bolster confidence and reduce the perceived risk of injury. This reliance on social bonds and group dynamics means that psychological factors such as camaraderie, loyalty, and the desire to protect can play a significant role in their decision-making during conflicts. Another important aspect is the lion's previous experiences with fights, which can shape their behavior in future encounters. A lion that has successfully defended its territory in the past may feel emboldened and more willing to engage in new conflicts, whereas one that has faced defeat may approach future confrontations with caution or avoid them altogether. This learned behavior is a critical psychological component, as it allows lions to assess risks based on prior outcomes, helping them to make strategic choices in the wild. Moreover, the presence of prey can also influence a lion's willingness to engage in fights. When food sources are plentiful, lions may be less inclined to risk injury in a fight, as they can afford to be more cautious. Conversely, during times of scarcity, competition for resources may trigger aggressive behaviors, pushing lions to engage in fights even when the risks are high. This interplay between hunger and aggression highlights the psychological tension between survival instincts and risk assessment that lions navigate in their daily lives. Finally, the individual personality traits of lions can vary significantly, just as they do in humans. Some lions may exhibit more aggressive tendencies, driven by a bold personality, while others may be more reserved and avoid conflict when possible. These differences can affect their willingness to engage in fights, as more aggressive individuals may seek out confrontations, while others may prefer to avoid direct competition, showcasing when a new male lion takes over a pride, the dynamics shift in several significant ways, creating a ripple effect throughout the group. Initially, the new male, often referred to as a coalition leader, will assert his dominance, which can lead to tension and conflict, especially with the existing males, if there are any. This takeover usually begins with the new male challenging the current leader, and in many cases, if he is successful, he will kill the resident male, a behavior known as infanticide. This brutal act is not just about dominance, but it also serves a biological purpose. By eliminating the previous male's offspring, the new male ensures that the females will come into estrus, or heat, more quickly, allowing him to sire his own cubs. Once he has established himself, the new male will often mate with the females, and this can lead to a change in the social structure of the pride. The females, who are usually the ones that remain in the pride while males come and go, may initially resist the new male, but over time, they tend to accept him, especially if he can provide protection and support. The dynamics of female relationships may also shift, as the introduction of a new male can lead to a change in the hierarchy among the lionesses. Some females may bond more closely as they navigate their new reality, while others might feel threatened or challenged by the new male's presence. Moreover, the new male's behavior can affect hunting strategies, territory defense, and even the overall health of the pride. If he is a strong and capable hunter, he can enhance the pride's ability to secure food, which is crucial for the survival of the group, especially if there are young cubs involved. However, if he is inexperienced or unable to hunt effectively, this can lead to food shortages, which can further complicate the dynamics within the pride. As time passes, the pride will adapt to the new leadership, with the males often forming coalitions with brothers or other males to increase their chances of holding territory and maintaining their dominance. This coalition behavior is fascinating, as it highlights the importance of social bonds among male lions. The new male's success is contingent not only on his strength, but also on his ability to foster relationships with other males, which can provide mutual support in defending their territory against rival prides. In summary, the takeover of a new male lion brings about profound changes, influencing everything from mating patterns to hunting techniques and social. In the wild, the significance of mating rights among lions plays a crucial role in their social structure and power dynamics. Lions, as you may know, live in groups called prides, which typically consist of several related females, their young, and a coalition of males. These male lions, often brothers or closely related, work together to establish dominance over a pride, but their power is constantly challenged by rival males, who seek to take control and, consequently, gain mating rights with the females in the pride. The struggle for mating rights is not just about reproduction, it also reflects the overall fitness and survival of the lion population. When a new male or coalition of males takes over a pride, they usually engage in aggressive behavior toward the existing males, often leading to fights that can be quite brutal. The victorious males assert their dominance, and this victory is essential, as it allows them to mate with the females, ensuring that their genes are passed on to the next generation. However, this transition can be tumultuous. Female lions often have their own strategies to cope with these changes. For instance, they may hide their cubs to protect them from potential infanticide by the new males, who may kill existing cubs to bring the females back into estrus more quickly. This behavior highlights the importance of mating rights, not just for the males, but also for the survival of the young. Mating rights can also be seen as a reflection of the health and stability of the pride itself. A strong coalition of males can provide protection for the females and their young, reducing the risk of infanticide and ensuring that the pride can thrive. Conversely, when the power struggles are frequent and there is instability within a pride, it can lead to a decline in the number of cubs that survive, which impacts the pride's long-term viability. The competition for mating rights, therefore, is not just a simple contest. It has far-reaching implications for the genetic diversity and health of the lion population. In addition to the physical confrontations, there are also social behaviors that play a role in these power dynamics. Male lions often engage in displays of strength and intimidation, such as roaring or scent marking, to establish their presence and warn off rivals. These displays can serve as a way to avoid physical conflict, as they communicate power without the need for violence. The significance of mating rights is further underscored by the fact that, only the dominant males will typically mate, which means that the genetics of lionesses exhibit fascinating social dynamics when there's a change in leadership within their pride, demonstrating resilience and adaptability, which are crucial for their survival. When a new male lion takes over, he often tries to assert his dominance by chasing away or even killing the existing males, which can create a period of upheaval within the pride. During this transition, lionesses may react in various ways, depending largely on their previous experiences and the stability of their social structure. Typically, the lionesses will initially assess the new leader, gauging his strength and character, which is critical for determining whether he poses a threat or can be trusted. They might remain cautious, keeping their distance as they adapt to the new hierarchy. In some cases, if the new male is seen as strong and capable, lionesses may accept him more readily, recognizing that his leadership could provide better protection from outside threats and potentially lead to successful hunts. Conversely, if the new male appears weak or aggressive, lionesses may become more defensive, banding together to protect their young cubs as they instinctively understand the risks involved. This protective behavior is crucial, as the new male may target cubs that are not his own, driven by the instinct to ensure his genes are passed on. Interestingly, lionesses have strong bonds with one another, and during times of change, these bonds can be reinforced. They rely on each other for support, hunting strategies, and social interactions, which can help maintain stability within the pride amidst the chaos. Often, lionesses will communicate through vocalizations and body language to express their feelings toward the new leader, showing signs of acceptance or rejection. This communication is vital, as it helps them navigate the complexities of their social structure. Moreover, the pride structure can influence how lionesses respond to leadership changes. In prides where lionesses have a strong matriarchal influence, they may exhibit more assertive behaviors towards the new male, negotiating their roles and ensuring their interests are protected. This can lead to a more balanced power dynamic, as the lionesses assert their importance within the pride, rather than solely following the new male's lead. Ultimately, the adaptability and social intelligence of lionesses play a crucial role in how they respond to changes in leadership, showcasing their ability to navigate the complexities of their environment, ensuring not just their survival, but also the continued success of their pride. When a pride leader, often referred to as a dominant male lion, is overthrown by a rival, the consequences can be quite significant, both for the pride itself and for the individual lions involved. The new leader typically asserts dominance over the pride, which can lead to immediate changes in the social structure. The new male may aggressively chase away the former leader, ensuring that he cannot return. And this act of dominance is crucial, as it establishes his authority and control over the pride members. The overthrow often results in a power vacuum, which can lead to increased competition among the pride members. The new leader may also engage in infanticide, a behavior where he kills the young cubs of the previous leader. This harsh tactic is driven by the instinct to bring the pride's females back into estrus, allowing the new male to sire his own offspring and ensure that his genes are passed on. This can have devastating effects on the pride's population, as the cubs, who are innocent bystanders in this power struggle, are often killed, creating a ripple effect that can affect the pride's dynamics and future survival. The females in the pride may react to the new leader in various ways. Some may accept him quickly, possibly due to their instinctual drive to reproduce, while others may resist his authority, leading to tension and conflict within the group. This change can create stress, which may impact the pride's overall health and well-being. The females may also leave the pride in search of a more stable environment if they feel threatened or insecure under the new leadership. Additionally, the pride's territory may change as the new leader seeks to expand his domain, which can lead to conflicts with neighboring prides. This territorial aggression can result in skirmishes and injuries, further destabilizing the pride. As the new leader attempts to establish control over a larger area, he may also have to fend off other males who challenge him, leading to ongoing confrontations that can impact the pride's cohesion and strength. The overall hunting efficiency of the pride might fluctuate as well, With a new leader, the strategies and dynamics of hunting can shift. If the new leader is less experienced or has different hunting methods, this can affect the pride's ability to catch prey. A successful pride relies on cooperative hunting, and if the new leader is not in tune with the pride's existing members, it can lead to less successful hunts, which in turn affects the nutrition and health of all the pride members. Young male lions, often referred to as cubs or subadults, play a crucial role in the social structure of their pride, and one of the most important lessons they learn comes from observing the interactions and fights between dominant males. As these young lions watch their elders engage in dominance displays and physical confrontations, they absorb valuable information about the complexities of social hierarchy, territory, and mating rights. The young males learn to recognize the signs of aggression and submission, understanding which behaviors can lead to victory or defeat. They pay close attention to the techniques used by the dominant males during fights, noting body posture, vocalizations, and the strategic movements that can give one lion the upper hand over another. This observation is not just passive. It is a critical part of their development. These young lions, by witnessing the outcomes of various encounters, begin to gauge their own strengths and weaknesses, while also assessing the capabilities of other males within and outside their pride. They learn that a successful fight is not merely about brute strength, but also involves timing, tactics, and sometimes the ability to avoid conflict altogether. The young males may also pick up on the social dynamics that follow a fight, such as how the pride reacts to the victor, and how the defeated male is treated, which teaches them about loyalty, alliances, and the importance of social bonds. Through this observational learning, young male lions prepare themselves for their own future battles, as they will one day need to challenge the dominant males, whether to take over a pride or to establish their own territory. This learning process can be slow, as they often wait until they are physically mature enough to engage in such confrontations. However, their early observations lay the groundwork for their strategies in adult life. The lessons learned are not just about fighting. They encompass the broader understanding of lion social life, including the importance of teamwork, as lions often hunt and defend their territory collectively. Such knowledge is vital, for in the wild, the ability to navigate these complex social structures can mean the difference between survival and failure for a young male lion. Thus, the learning process of young male lions is a fascinating combination of instinct, observation, and experience, as they prepare to one day take their place in the intricate dance of life within their pride. Infanticide, particularly among lions, plays a significant role in the power dynamics within prides, shaping the social structure and influencing reproductive strategies. When a new male takes over a pride, he often kills the existing cubs sired by the previous dominant male. This act, while brutal, serves a strategic purpose. By eliminating the young, the new male forces the females to become receptive to mating sooner, allowing him to spread his genes more quickly across the pride. This behavior is not just a random act of aggression, but rather a calculated move in the fierce competition for dominance and survival. In lion social structures, prides are typically made up of related females and their offspring. While the males may change frequently due to the way males are ousted from their prides, females often stay with their pride for life, which means that when a new male arrives, he encounters not only a challenge for leadership, but also a group of females who have established their own familial bonds and hierarchies. The killing of cubs, therefore, is a way for the new male to assert his authority, demonstrating his strength and capability as a leader. Interestingly, infanticide can also influence female behavior. After the loss of their cubs, female lions may enter estrus more quickly, which means they are ready to mate sooner, thus aligning their reproductive cycles with the new male. This can create a cycle of mating and cub rearing that ensures the new leader's genes are passed on, enhancing his legacy within the pride. However, this behavior can lead to increased tension among the females, as they may form alliances to protect their young from the threat posed by incoming males, leading to complex social interactions and rivalries. Moreover, infanticide can have broader ecological implications. The loss of cubs affects the pride's dynamics, as fewer cubs mean fewer future members to assist in hunting and territory defense. This can weaken the pride in the long term, making it more vulnerable to rival prides or other threats. Thus, while infanticide may seem like an individual act of aggression, it has far-reaching consequences that can alter the balance of power not just within a single pride, but across the entire landscape in which these lions live. In summary, infanticide among lions is a critical factor in the power struggles within prides, influencing mating strategies, female behavior, and the overall survival of the pride. It showcases the harsh realities of nature, where reproductive success and survival often come at the expense of seasonal changes. Play a significant role in shaping the behavior of animals, particularly regarding their social interactions and the competition for dominance. As seasons shift, from the warmth of summer to the chill of winter, or the blooming of spring to the fading of autumn, these changes can influence food availability, habitat conditions, and mating opportunities, all of which can heighten the stakes of dominance fights among animals. During the spring, for instance, many animals enter their breeding season, and this time often sees an increase in aggressive encounters, as males especially strive to establish territories and attract mates. The increased daylight and warmer temperatures signal the arrival of new resources, leading to heightened competition, which can result in more frequent and intense fights for dominance. In contrast, during the more resource-scarce winter months, animals may become less aggressive due to the energy costs associated with fighting, as survival becomes a priority over territorial disputes. However, in some species, winter can also lead to increased competition for limited resources, prompting some animals to engage in fights for access to food or shelter, showcasing how seasonal changes can cause fluctuations in aggression and fighting behavior. Additionally, environmental factors like rainfall and temperature can affect the habitats available for various animals, altering their social structures and influencing how often and how fiercely they compete for dominance. For example, in areas where water sources dry up during the dry season, animals may find themselves in closer proximity to one another, leading to more encounters and potential conflicts over territory and access to these vital resources. This dynamic interplay between seasonal changes and social behavior highlights the adaptability of animals as they respond to the shifting rhythms of nature, navigating the challenges of their environments, while also competing for dominance within their social hierarchies. The intricate balance of competition, resource availability, and seasonal cues creates a fascinating tapestry of animal behavior, showcasing the resilience and strategies animals employ to thrive in their habitats. Scent marking plays a crucial role in asserting territorial power among lions, as it is one of the primary ways these majestic animals communicate their presence and maintain their territory. When lions scent mark, they use their urine, feces, and the glands located on their paws and faces, which release specific odors that convey important information to other lions. This behavior is particularly important for both males and females, as scent marking helps establish dominance and warns rival lions that a particular area is occupied. The scent left behind can carry for miles, allowing lions to effectively communicate their boundaries without having to confront intruders directly, which can be risky and energy-consuming. In addition to marking their territory, lions often engage in scent marking as a way to reinforce their social structure, as the scent can indicate not only ownership of the land but also the health and virility of the lion that marked it. A stronger, more pungent scent may signal a healthy, dominant male, which can deter younger males or those that are weaker from challenging for control of the territory. This is particularly important in prides, where the dynamics of power and leadership can shift, and maintaining a clear scent boundary helps to reduce conflict and establish a hierarchy. Furthermore, scent marking is also a way for lions to communicate reproductive status. Females in estrus will produce specific scents that attract males, signaling that they are ready to mate. This not only aids in reproduction, but also ensures that males are aware of the presence of females within their territory, fostering the continuation of the pride. The complexity of the scents can change over time, depending on the season or the individual lion, making this a fascinating aspect of their behavior. Researchers have studied the chemical compounds in lion scents, discovering that they contain a variety of information, including stress levels, health status, and even genetic fitness, which can all influence social interactions and territorial disputes. This olfactory communication is vital for the survival of the species, as it helps lions navigate their environment, avoid unnecessary confrontations, and ensure that they have access to the resources they need, such as food and mates. The role of scent marking in territoriality illustrates how interconnected natural behaviors are, highlighting the importance of understanding these animal communications for conservation efforts and the management of lion populations in the wild. Lions, known for their strength and social structure, also rely greatly on stealth and ambush tactics, especially during territorial disputes. These magnificent creatures often occupy vast territories, and it's not uncommon for them to encounter rival groups. When it comes to defending their territory, lions use their surroundings to their advantage, blending into the tall grasses and bushes of the savanna. They have a unique ability to remain silent and still, relying on their keen senses, particularly their sight and hearing, to detect the movements of other lions or intruders. When preparing for a confrontation, lions often position themselves strategically, using the terrain to hide their presence. They can crouch low, making them less visible, and wait patiently for the right moment to strike. This method not only conserves their energy, but also allows them to catch their opponents off guard. The element of surprise can be crucial in these encounters, as a sudden ambush can intimidate or disorient rival lions, giving the ambushing lions a significant advantage. Moreover, lions are known to work together in these situations, employing coordinated tactics, where some members of the pride create distractions while others flank the rivals. This teamwork enhances their stealth approach, as they can surround or trap their opponents effectively. During these ambushes, lions rely on their powerful muscles and sharp claws to assert dominance, but their success often hinges on their ability to remain undetected until the last possible moment. These tactics not only demonstrate their intelligence and adaptability, but also highlight the importance of strategy in the animal kingdom, where survival often depends on the ability to outwit opponents. In many respects, the way lions utilize stealth and ambush techniques reflects a deeper understanding of their environment and the behaviors of their rivals. By observing the patterns of movement and the social dynamics of other lion groups, they can make informed decisions about when and how to engage in territorial disputes. This combination of patience, strategy, and physical prowess illustrates the complex nature of lion behavior, showcasing their role as both fierce hunters and skilled tacticians in the wild. The long-term effects of a pride war on the social structure of lions can be significant and multifaceted, influencing not just the immediate dynamics of the pride, but also the broader ecosystem in which they exist. When a pride war occurs, typically sparked by the intrusion of rival males looking to take control of a pride, the consequences can ripple through the social fabric of lion communities for years to come. One major outcome of such conflicts is the alteration of pride composition. When a new male takes over, he often kills the existing cubs, ensuring that the females will become receptive to mating sooner, thereby allowing him to establish his own lineage. This can lead to a dramatic shift in the genetic makeup of the pride over time, as the new male's genes become dominant. Additionally, pride wars can cause fragmentation within the pride itself. As new males assert their dominance, some females may be driven away from their original pride, leading to smaller, more isolated groups. This fragmentation can reduce genetic diversity, which is crucial for the overall health of lion populations. In a smaller, isolated group, the risk of inbreeding increases, which can lead to a range of health issues among offspring, further destabilizing the social structure. Furthermore, the dynamics between the females can also change following a pride war. Females may form new alliances or become more competitive with one another, especially if they find themselves in a new pride led by unfamiliar males. This can alter the nurturing roles that females typically have, as they may need to prioritize their own survival and that of their cubs over the collective care that is often seen in stable prides. Over time, this can affect the social bonds between females, leading to a more fragmented and competitive environment. The impact of pride wars doesn't just stop with the lions, as the effects can extend to the surrounding ecosystem. For instance, with changes in pride composition, hunting strategies may also shift, affecting prey populations. A pride that is weakened due to internal conflict might struggle to hunt effectively, leading to changes in the abundance and distribution of prey species, which can have cascading effects throughout the food web. In the long run, the social structure of lions, shaped by the outcomes of pride wars, demonstrates the delicate balance between competition and cooperation that characterizes their lives. As new leaders emerge, the established norms of social behavior can be challenged and transformed, leading to a constantly evolving narrative within lion populations. Each pride war tells a story of survival, adaptation, and change, illustrating the lion prides have a fascinating and complex social structure, which is vital for their survival in the wild, especially when it comes to managing conflicts with outside males who attempt to encroach on their territory. When a new male or coalition of males approaches, the resident males, who are often related, will issue loud roars to communicate their presence and to warn the intruders that they are defending their territory. This vocalization serves not only to establish dominance, but also to rally the pride members and prepare them for potential confrontation. If the outsiders do not back down, the resident males will confront them directly, engaging in fierce physical battles that can be quite intense. These fights can be dangerous, as lions have powerful bodies and sharp claws, but they are also a natural part of their behavior. The resident males need to protect their pride, not just from physical threats, but also to ensure the safety of their cubs, who are vulnerable to being killed by new males. When outside males take over a pride, it's often with the intent to breed with the females, which would lead to the new males siring their own offspring, effectively replacing the bloodline of the previous males. This is why the resident males are highly motivated to defend their territory, as their lineage and the stability of the pride depend on it. Interestingly, lionesses also play a significant role in these conflicts. While the males are primarily responsible for physical defense, the females can assist by alerting the pride to intruders and supporting their resident males during confrontations. When a pride is well coordinated, the females will work together to protect their young, and they can be quite fierce in defending their territory alongside the males. In some cases, if the resident males are significantly outnumbered or outmatched, they may choose to retreat rather than engage in a battle they cannot win. This strategic retreat allows them to preserve their lives and potentially regroup later, as lion prides are known for their adaptability. The dynamics of pride management are not solely about strength. They also involve intelligence, social bonds, and an understanding of when to fight and when to avoid conflict. After a conflict, if the outside males manage to take over, the resident males may be forced to leave the pride and establish a new territory, while the females, if they choose to remain, will often have to adapt to the new males, which can lead to tension within the pride. This complex interplay of aggression, social hierarchy, and survival strategies showcases that in the animal kingdom, alliances between females can significantly shape the dynamics of male power struggles, often leading to unexpected outcomes. For instance, in many species, female animals often form strong bonds, working together to achieve common goals, such as securing resources, protecting their young, or even influencing the mating choices of males. This cooperation can take various forms, from forming social groups to defending territory, and it can greatly impact the behavior of males within their environment. In species such as elephants, female elephants live in matriarchal herds, where the oldest and most experienced females lead the group. These females often collaborate to raise their young, share food sources, and protect against threats. This strong female network can challenge the dominance of males, especially during mating seasons. Male elephants, who are usually larger and stronger, may find it more difficult to assert their power if the females unite against them. using their numbers and coordinated efforts to push back against aggressive males. Similarly, in certain primate species, like macaques, females form tight-knit groups, which can collectively influence the social hierarchy. When females band together, they can deter aggressive males from monopolizing mating opportunities. This alliance often leads to increased reproductive success for the females, as they can select mates based on the male's behavior towards the group. If a male is too aggressive, the females may choose to reject him, opting instead for a male who shows more social cohesion with the group, thereby altering the traditional power dynamics. In many bird species, females often engage in cooperative breeding, where they assist one another in raising offspring. This strategy can lead to a shift in male behavior, as males may become more invested in securing the approval of multiple females rather than just competing for dominance. The presence of alliances among females can lead to a more egalitarian system where males must navigate the complexities of female preferences, ultimately altering their approach to courtship and competition. Moreover, in some species, like hyenas, females are actually larger and more dominant than males. Female hyenas often form coalitions to strengthen their position within the clan, and this can directly impact male hyena behavior. Males may find it necessary to appease these dominant females to gain access to mating opportunities, transforming the expected male-centric power struggle into a scenario where female alliances dictate the terms of engagement. The influence of female alliances can also be seen in the world of insects, such as bees and ants, where female workers cooperate to support a queen. In these societies, in the wild, lions are not only known for their strength, but also for their strategic decision-making during fights for dominance, which can be quite fascinating. Research has shown that male lions tend to assess their opponents before engaging in a fight, looking for signs of weakness or strength, which indicates that they are not just relying on brute force, but are also calculating their chances of winning. For instance, studies have observed that when two male lions confront each other, they often engage in a display of strength, which can include roaring and posturing, rather than jumping straight into a physical altercation. This behavior allows them to gauge the other lion's confidence and physical condition, helping them decide whether to fight or retreat. Additionally, lions often consider their own condition before entering a fight. If a lion is injured or has recently fought, it may choose to avoid confrontation, knowing that it could be at a disadvantage. This kind of decision-making is crucial, as injuries can significantly impact a lion's ability to hunt and defend its territory. Researchers have documented instances where older, experienced males will strategically avoid fights with younger, stronger challengers, instead opting to maintain their position through intimidation or alliance with other lions in their pride. In situations where a fight does occur, the dynamics can change rapidly. Male lions may adopt different tactics depending on the circumstances. For example, they might try to flank or ambush their opponent, rather than facing them head-on. This behavior suggests a level of tactical thinking, where they aim to outmaneuver their opponent, rather than simply overpowering them. Observations in the wild have shown that during these fights, lions will often use their surroundings to their advantage, taking into account terrain and cover to gain an upper hand. Moreover, the presence of multiple lions can also influence decision-making during fights. When a coalition of males is involved, they often coordinate their actions, working together to confront a rival coalition. This teamwork indicates a level of social intelligence, as lions must communicate and strategize with one another to maximize their chances of success. In some cases, when faced with a larger group, a lone lion may choose to back down rather than risk injury, demonstrating an understanding of group dynamics and the potential consequences of conflict. The social structure of lion prides plays a significant role in these strategic decisions as well. Male lions typically have to navigate complex relationships with other pride members, including females and subordinate males. The need to maintain harmony within the pride can influence when and how conflicts. In the intricate social dynamics of lion prides, injuries sustained during fights can significantly influence a lion's standing among its peers. When male lions engage in combat, often over territory or mating rights, The outcomes of these altercations can lead to physical injuries that have both immediate and long-term effects on their position within the pride. A lion that emerges from a fight with visible wounds, such as scars or limps, may find itself perceived as weaker or less capable by other members of the pride, which can alter the social hierarchy. In a pride, strength and health are paramount, and lions often respect or fear those who display power and vigor. An injured lion may be viewed as vulnerable, making it less likely to assert dominance or participate in the pride's activities, including hunting or protecting territory. Moreover, injuries can impact a lion's ability to hunt effectively, which is crucial for its survival and the pride's well-being. A lion that cannot participate in hunts may become a burden on its pride, relying more on the group's efforts to feed it. This change can lead to a decline in its social standing, as other lions may become resentful or see it as less valuable. In some cases, if the injuries are severe, the lion may be forced out of the pride altogether, as other members prioritize the strength and health of the group over the individual. Even within a pride, the social bonds can shift, and the injured lion may find itself isolated, as other lions may not want to associate with a weakened member. On the other hand, some lions can maintain their status despite injuries, especially if they have a strong reputation or previous successes within the pride. A lion that has proven itself as a formidable fighter or a skilled hunter may retain respect and status, even with wounds. The pride's dynamics are not solely dictated by physical prowess. They also involve relationships, alliances, and past experiences. The social structure of a pride is complex, and sometimes an injury can lead to unexpected shifts in loyalty and alliances, as other members may rally around the injured lion out of sympathy or to uphold the pride's unity during tough times. Injuries can also affect mating opportunities, as dominant males typically have more access to females. An injured lion may struggle to compete for these opportunities, further diminishing its social standing. In contrast, if a lion recovers and demonstrates resilience, it can regain its standing, showcasing the ability to overcome adversity. This resilience can sometimes even enhance a... In the wild, the dynamics of power struggles between savanna lions and forest lions showcase fascinating differences shaped by their environments and social structures. Savanna lions, often seen in open grasslands, live in larger prides, sometimes consisting of up to 20 individuals. These prides are usually led by a coalition of males, who work together to defend their territory and ensure the pride's survival. The competition for dominance among males can be fierce, as they engage in physical confrontations, displaying their strength and prowess to assert their position. The vastness of the savanna allows for extensive roaming, making territorial disputes common, and the males often patrol their boundaries, marking their territory and warning rival coalitions. This open environment requires them to be vigilant against other prides, as well as solitary males who seek to take over and claim the pride's females. In contrast, forest lions, which are less common and primarily found in densely vegetated areas, tend to have smaller prides. The thick foliage of their habitat makes it harder for them to maintain a large territory, leading to a different kind of power struggle. Here, the dynamics can be more subtle and less confrontational. Male forest lions may engage in less visible displays of dominance, relying more on stealth and strategic alliances with females. Rather than outright battles, power struggles often involve intricate social interactions, where males must negotiate their status and influence within the pride. The forest setting requires a more tactical approach to conflict resolution, as the dense undergrowth limits visibility and makes encounters more unpredictable. Additionally, the resource availability in these environments plays a crucial role in shaping power dynamics. Savanna lions often have access to larger prey due to the open landscape, which can lead to competition among prides, while forest lions may rely on smaller, more elusive prey, necessitating cooperative hunting strategies. The need to work together in the dense forest can foster stronger bonds among pride members, affecting how power is negotiated and maintained. Males in these environments may form alliances with females, ensuring that they remain favored within the social structure which can sometimes lead to a more peaceful coexistence compared to the often aggressive rivalries seen in savanna prides. These differences highlight how the environment influences not just the physical attributes of the lions, but also their social behaviors and strategies for survival. As they navigate their respective habitats, the struggles for power and dominance reveal a complex interplay of aggression, cooperation, and adaptation, showcasing the remarkable diversity of life in the wild. Each species, shaped by its surroundings, human encroachment into lion habitats has significant implications for their territorial behavior, as it alters the dynamics of their natural environment. When humans build homes, roads, and farms, they often encroach on the land that lions use for hunting, breeding, and establishing their territories. This encroachment leads to smaller, fragmented habitats, making it difficult for lions to roam freely and maintain their traditional territories. As lions are social animals that live in prides, territorial disputes often arise when their boundaries are challenged. With reduced space, lions may face more frequent and intense fights over territory, as they are forced to compete for the limited resources available. Additionally, human presence can lead to increased stress among lion populations. The noise from human activities, the smell of livestock, and the sight of people can all create anxiety for these majestic creatures, which can impact their ability to hunt effectively. When lions are distracted or scared, they may not hunt as successfully, leading to food shortages for the pride, which can further escalate territorial disputes as lions are forced to venture closer to human settlements in search of food. Moreover, the reduction of prey due to hunting and habitat destruction by humans can exacerbate these territorial fights. With fewer animals to hunt, lions may become more aggressive towards each other as they compete for the dwindling food sources. This competition can lead to injuries and sometimes even death, which can decrease the overall population of lions in the area. Furthermore, the introduction of livestock into lion territories can create conflict, as lions may attack livestock in search of food, leading to retaliation from farmers and local communities. This not only puts individual lions at risk, but can also lead to broader consequences for lion populations, as humans may take extreme measures to protect their livelihoods. In areas where lions encounter human settlements, there is also the risk of hybridization with domestic cats, which can dilute the genetic integrity of wild lion populations. This hybridization can have long-term effects on the species, making it less resilient to changes in their environment. The implications of human encroachment are therefore profound, as they not only affect the immediate behavior of lions but also threaten their survival as a species. The intricate balance of nature is disturbed, leading to a cascade of ecological changes that can endanger lions and their ecosystems. Fights for power among lions, often referred to as pride dynamics, can be quite different from those observed in other big cat species, such as tigers, leopards, and cheetahs, displaying unique social structures and behaviors. Lions, unlike most other big cats, live in social groups known as prides, which can consist of several related females, their young, and a coalition of males. These coalitions can range from 2 to several males, and their primary role is to protect the pride and its territory, as well as to mate with the females. When it comes to power struggles, male lions often engage in fierce battles, which can be brutal and lengthy, as they attempt to take control of a pride or to defend their own position within it. These fights can involve roaring, marking territory, and direct physical confrontations, characterized by a display of strength and aggression. In contrast, many other big cats, such as tigers, are solitary creatures, leading to a different kind of power dynamic. Tiger males, for example, tend to establish and defend their territories alone, marking their territory through scent and vocalizations, rather than through social interactions. Their battles for dominance often revolve around territory disputes, rather than pride dynamics. And while they do fight, these encounters are usually less frequent than those among lions. Furthermore, female tigers raise their cubs independently, which means there's no coalition of females to support each other or to share the responsibilities of raising the young, as seen in lion prides. Leopards, on the other hand, also exhibit solitary behavior, with males and females coming together only for mating. Male leopards will defend their territories and may face off against rivals, but these confrontations tend to be less violent compared to those of lions. Leopard fights often involve stealth and cunning, with males using their agility to outmaneuver one another, rather than engaging in the full-on brawls seen in lion battles. Cheetahs, while social to some extent, particularly among siblings, also do not have the same level of social structure as lions. Male cheetahs form small groups called coalitions, usually of brothers, but their power struggles are often more about competing for territory and access to females, rather than the same level of intense fighting for dominance. In summary, while lions are known for their complex social structures and fierce battles for pride leadership, other big cats display varied approaches to power struggles, often shaped by their solitary nature or the different social systems. Play fighting among young lions, often seen in the pride's early years, serves a crucial role in their development, both physically and socially. These playful bouts, characterized by mock attacks, pouncing, and wrestling, are not just for fun. They are essential training for future survival. As the cubs engage in these spirited activities, they learn important skills such as coordination, agility, and strength, which are vital when they encounter real predators or rivals in the wild. Moreover, through play fighting, young lions develop social bonds, which play a significant part in their lives as they grow older. The interactions help establish hierarchies within the pride, allowing cubs to understand their place and the dynamics of teamwork. As they practice their fighting techniques, they also learn to read their opponent's body language, which is crucial when facing actual threats. This understanding can mean the difference between life and death in the wild, where instinct and experience guide their actions. Additionally, play fighting is a safe environment for young lions to explore their limits, testing their strength against their siblings without the risk of serious injury. This trial and error process builds confidence, enhancing their fighting skills while allowing them to gauge their abilities against other cubs. The playful nature of these interactions fosters a sense of security and comfort, which is vital for the cub's overall emotional development. Interestingly, scientists have observed that play fighting can also impact the physical development of the cubs. As they run, leap, and tumble, they're not only strengthening their muscles but also honing their reflexes. This physical conditioning is essential for their survival, as adult lions need to be in peak condition to hunt and defend their territory. In summary, play fighting among young lions is more than mere amusement. It is a fundamental aspect of their upbringing that equips them with necessary skills, nurtures social relationships, and prepares them for the challenges they will face as adults, all while allowing them to enjoy their youth in the process. When a new male lion takes over a pride, the dynamics within that group undergo significant changes, often driven by instinct and the need for survival. Initially, the new male or coalition of males will assert dominance over the existing pride, which typically involves a display of strength, roaring, and physical confrontations with the former dominant male or males, if they are still present. This takeover can be brutal, as the new male aims to establish his authority, ensuring that the pride recognizes him as the leader, which is crucial for his status and breeding rights. Once the takeover is complete, the social structure within the pride shifts noticeably. The new male will usually mate with the females, leading to the birth of new cubs, which is essential for passing on his genes. As a result, the former male, if he remains alive, often becomes marginalized, sometimes leading to his expulsion from the pride, as he represents competition to the new male's position. The females, in response to this shift, may also change their behavior. They often align themselves with the new male, as their survival and the survival of their cubs depend on the strength and protection offered by the new leader. This transition period can see tensions rise within the pride, as the existing females may be wary of the newcomer. Yet they also recognize the necessity of adapting to this new social order. The new male will often spend time establishing bonds with the females, engaging in grooming behaviors, which helps to ease tensions and build trust. Over time, as the cubs are born and grow, the social hierarchy becomes more stable, with the new male solidifying his position as the pride leader. Interestingly, the females often play a critical role in how smoothly this transition happens. Their acceptance of the new male is vital, and they can influence the pride's cohesion. If the females resist the newcomer, this can lead to conflict and potentially instability within the pride. In some cases, if the takeover is particularly violent or the new male is not accepted, it can lead to a split within the pride, creating factions. Social hierarchies, thus, become fluid, influenced not only by the actions of the males, but also by the responses of the females. Over time, as the pride adapts to the new leader, a new social order is established, where the new male's strength and the cooperation of the females determine the success of the pride in the wild. This complex web of relationships highlights the intricate. When considering the ethical implications of observing lion fights in their natural habitat, it's important to acknowledge the complex dynamics at play, both in terms of animal behavior and human impact. Observing lion fights can be a captivating experience, offering insights into the social structure and survival instincts of these majestic animals. Yet, it raises significant ethical questions. Lions, as social animals, often engage in fights for various reasons, including establishing dominance, defending territory, or competing for mates, and these fights can be brutal, with real consequences for the animals involved. This leads to the first ethical consideration: the potential stress and harm to the lions themselves. Spectators, whether they are researchers or tourists, might inadvertently disrupt these natural behaviors or cause additional stress, especially if they are too close or make loud noises, altering the natural dynamics of the pride. Moreover, there is the question of conservation ethics, as the presence of humans can impact local ecosystems. Wildlife observers need to ensure that their activities do not interfere with the lion's natural behaviors or habitats. For example, if tourism becomes too intrusive, it may lead to changes in lion behavior or even affect their health and hunting success, which ultimately impacts the entire ecosystem. Additionally, there's the consideration of whether it is appropriate to witness and potentially film these fights for entertainment or educational purposes. Some argue that capturing such raw moments could serve as valuable educational content, helping to raise awareness about the challenges lions face in the wild, while others believe that it sensationalizes violence and exploits animal suffering. Another crucial aspect is the role of local communities and their relationship with these wildlife observation activities. Ethical wildlife tourism should ideally benefit local communities, providing them with incentives to protect the animals rather than harm them. If observing lion fights becomes a lucrative business, it could encourage poaching or habitat destruction if not managed responsibly. Therefore, it's vital for any observation practices to prioritize the welfare of the lions, the integrity of their habitats, and the well-being of local people. This means advocating for responsible tourism practices, supporting conservation initiatives, and promoting respectful observation methods that minimize human interference. Additionally, researchers who study lion behavior must grapple with their own ethical responsibilities. They often need to balance the desire for knowledge with the necessity of ensuring that their presence does not negatively impact the lions. This entails a commitment to ethical guidelines that prioritize the safety and well-being of wildlife, while also seeking to contribute positively to conservation efforts. In essence, the ethical considerations surrounding the observation of lion fights in their natural. Female lions play a crucial role in their pride, especially during male power struggles, which can often be fierce and challenging for the group. When a new male or coalition of males attempts to take over a pride, it's the lionesses who bear the brunt of the situation. They are responsible for protecting their young cubs, as male lions tend to kill the cubs of their predecessors to bring the females back into estrus. This behavior means that the lionesses are not just passive observers. They actively defend their offspring and themselves during these tense times. The females work together, often using their strength and numbers to fend off the intruding males. This solidarity is essential, as the lionesses are typically smaller and less powerful than the dominant males. but their collaborative efforts allow them to create a formidable defense. They may engage in aggressive displays, utilizing their agility and cunning to distract and deter the newcomers. Additionally, lionesses are skilled strategists. They may use their knowledge of the terrain to lead the males into ambushes or away from their cubs, showcasing their ability to adapt and respond to threats. Furthermore, female lions contribute to the pride's stability by maintaining social bonds and cohesion among the group. They groom one another, share food, and support each other, which strengthens their unity and helps them face challenges together. This social structure is vital during power struggles, as it ensures that the pride remains resilient, even in the face of adversity. Moreover, during these power transitions, the females often have a significant say in the outcome. While the males may fight for dominance, the lionesses can choose to support the new males or remain loyal to the existing ones, depending on which group they believe will best protect and provide for them. Their choice can influence the dynamics of the pride, showing that female lions are not just passive participants. They are active decision makers in the social structure of their communities. In summary, female lions are essential to the survival and success of their pride, especially during the tumultuous times of male power struggles. Their protective instincts, collaborative efforts, and social bonds help to ensure the safety and cohesion of their group, highlighting the complex social dynamics that exist within lion prides. Genetic diversity plays a crucial role in the competitive abilities of lions, especially when it comes to fights for dominance and power within their prides. When a lion population has high genetic diversity, it means there is a wide range of genetic traits among the individuals. This variety can lead to different physical strengths, behavioral traits, and even resistance to diseases. For example, lions with diverse genetic backgrounds may have differences in size or strength, which can be significant advantages in fights against rivals. A larger, stronger lion may have a better chance of winning a confrontation, securing its position as the leader of the pride. Additionally, genetic diversity can influence the social behaviors of lions. Some individuals may be more aggressive or dominant, while others might be more submissive or cooperative. These social dynamics are vital during conflicts, as a lion that understands its place in the social hierarchy may choose to avoid unnecessary fights, thereby conserving energy for when it's truly needed. On the other hand, lions with less genetic diversity may be more susceptible to inbreeding, leading to a decline in health and vitality, which can affect their ability to compete effectively. Moreover, genetic diversity can impact the adaptive traits of lions, enabling them to adjust to changing environments or social structures. For instance, if a pride faces external threats, like encroaching rivals or human activities, lions with a broader genetic toolkit may exhibit better survival strategies, like more effective hunting techniques or enhanced social cooperation. These traits are critical during power struggles, as they can determine which lions can maintain their dominance or secure a valuable territory. In contrast, reduced genetic diversity can lead to a weakened population, where inbreeding may result in inherited health issues, reduced fertility, or diminished physical prowess, all of which can hinder a lion's ability to assert itself in fights. In summary, genetic diversity is a vital component for the survival and competitive success of lions, influencing not just their physical capabilities, but also their social behaviors and adaptability in the face of challenges. As such, conserving lion habitats and maintaining healthy genetic diversity is essential for their future, ensuring that they remain powerful and resilient in the wild. As climate change progresses, lions, as apex predators, confront a variety of challenges that significantly impact their power dynamics within their ecosystems. One of the most pressing issues is the alteration of their habitats, which can lead to a reduction in prey availability. For instance, as temperatures rise, the distribution of herbivores, such as zebras and antelopes, may shift, forcing lions to cover larger distances in search of food. This not only exhausts the lions, but also increases competition with other predators, like hyenas, which may adapt more quickly to changing conditions and exploit the shifting prey dynamics to their advantage. Additionally, Changing precipitation patterns can lead to droughts in certain areas, further stressing the ecosystems that lions rely on. Reduced water sources can make it harder for both lions and their prey to survive, leading to more intense competition for dwindling resources. In some regions, this may result in more frequent confrontations between lions and other carnivores, as they are all vying for the same limited food and water supplies. Moreover, as human populations expand in response to climate changes, the encroachment into lion habitats becomes a significant concern. Increased human activity can lead to habitat fragmentation, which not only reduces the available space for lions, but also increases the likelihood of human-wildlife conflict. When lions venture into agricultural areas or near human settlements in search of food, they may face retaliatory actions from farmers, leading to a decline in lion populations. Another challenge is the potential for disease outbreaks, which can be exacerbated by climate change. As temperatures rise, the prevalence of certain pathogens and parasites may increase, posing a threat to lion health. For example, diseases like canine distemper can spread more easily in warmer climates, affecting not only lions but also the dogs that live near them, further complicating the dynamics within their habitat. Finally, climate change can impact social structures within lion prides. As resources become scarcer, lions may be forced to adapt their social behavior, which can lead to changes in pride size and dynamics. Males may become more aggressive in their attempts to control territory and access to females, while females may need to work harder to hunt and care for their young in an increasingly challenging environment. Such shifts can lead to instability within prides and alter the traditional hierarchies that have long existed among lions. In summary, as climate change continues to reshape the world, lions face complex challenges that threaten their power dynamics and survival. From shifting habitats, lions, often called the kings of the jungle, are fascinating creatures, not just for their majestic appearance, but also for their complex social structures and the fierce battles they engage in for power. One aspect of how lions fight for dominance involves their intricate social hierarchy within prides. A pride typically consists of several related females, their offspring, and a coalition of males, often brothers, who defend their territory. The male lions, known for their impressive manes, engage in fierce territorial disputes, which can involve roaring, scent marking, and physical confrontations. When a rival male intrudes, it's not uncommon for a fierce fight to break out, with lions using their powerful bodies and sharp claws to assert dominance. The victor not only gains access to the pride, but also secures breeding rights with the females, which is crucial for passing on their genes. The dynamics of these battles can also be influenced by age and experience. Older, more seasoned males often have an advantage, as they can outmaneuver younger challengers, who may be strong but lack the tactical knowledge that comes with age. Interestingly, these clashes are not just about brute force. Strategy plays a significant role. Lions may try to catch their opponents off guard, using the element of surprise to their advantage. This could involve ambushing or working as a team to outnumber a rival, showcasing the intelligence behind their physical prowess. Another fascinating aspect is the role of coalitions. Male lions often form coalitions, usually consisting of 2 to 4 individuals, to strengthen their chances against rival males. This cooperative behavior is a crucial survival strategy, as it enhances their ability to defend territory and secure mating opportunities. Coalitions can be incredibly powerful, with male lions working together to intimidate rivals, defend their pride, and increase their chances of siring cubs. However, the bonds within these coalitions can be tested, especially when the time comes to challenge other coalitions. In such cases, the dynamics shift, and the previously united front can become a battleground of its own, as individual ambitions clash with collective goals. Lions also engage in displays of power that do not always lead to physical confrontations. The iconic roar of a lion serves multiple purposes. It can be a warning to rivals, a way to communicate with pride members, and a display of strength. A lion's roar can be heard up to 5 miles away, making it an effective tool for establishing territory and asserting dominance without the need for violence.